Just see her confidence improving. She struggled during the course of the conference season, but she's another one of the players I think who benefited from this 4 games without Katie Sampson. Had to do more, had to look for more offense.
Number one recruit out of high school in last year's class. From Milwaukee for three. Patterson went high for it, and Joe Vasily has a foul call against Patterson. Well, beg your pardon, let's see what it is. It's Samuelson. Or for a stop. Jack Young muscle inside again.
Essentially, going to one here, take it all the way down, get the final shot of the half.
Five ties, 8 lead changes. Samuelson, put it up by Young. Williams has to shoot it. And UConn in front at halftime. Off in time. Part of an 8-point first half. A 40-29 UConn lead. Let's go around Hollywood.
Jessica, there was a stretch that you either scored or assisted on all 10 points. What is working for you right now?
I think we're just doing like a demo. We need to move the ball out of the net right now, but I think we have mismatches inside so we can get it in the post when we go.
How did you weather the storm with that Brianna Turner, your eraser on defense out?
I mean, Bree's a great defender, and you can tell by the last couple minutes that we missed there, so we'll definitely lead her back in the second half.
Thank you.
Jessica Shepard with a dozen points and 6 rebounds in the first half. Part of a back and forth haymaker fill half. Maria Taylor, what do you guys got?
We got a great Northwestern Mutual halftime report coming your way. And you know why? Because we got the head coach of the Great Lakes, Aaron Jones, on set. Maria Taylor, Noah Porter, Amy Landers, but most importantly, Kim Mulkey's congratulations coach on the win. The Baylor Bears are literally fighting for their 3rd national title, 3rd under Kim Mulkey. You won the inaugural national championship. I saw you going to the banner with your kids. How special is it to be able to take players like Kalani Brown and Warren Thomas to a national championship game?
Well, you know, they think I'm so old that I'm really getting place, and every time I get to that first NCAA Women's Championship and took them back to my Louisiana Tech days.
And now you're going to take it to the current day. What was the message to your team before this game started, and how did they execute that play?
Just be who you are. I don't get into big speeches. I don't write down everything I need to say. I am yet what I am. We are who we are. We're going to guard you, and we can score with the best of them in the country, but we're going to defend you.
This game was a big speech.
Everybody that dresses as nice as y'all. Hey, you need to show you got all those red shoes. Those are
I thought your team showed tremendous discipline on both ends of the floor. You know, offensive end, they didn't always go where you wanted it, but you were patient and maybe eventually went there, or you took the second best option. Defensively, didn't get in a hurry, didn't have to change a lot, stay the course.
Andy, when you get to this Final Four, everybody's good. You don't change much. No secret, our defense, that is a hard offense to guard. Screen, get hit. I thought Dee Richards just kept harassing Sabrina all night. She got in a little bit of foul trouble, but, you know, I just believe in old school man to make it. Offensively, we were terrible. Turn the ball over, trying to
Let's roll. Friday Night Freak Show has begun. Pimps, players, hustlers, patrons, everybody else in between. We appreciate you joining us here this evening. Your continued patronage. It's kind of a light night tonight. Calm before the storm. Calm before the Final Four tomorrow. We've got the women's Final Four going on right now. And a women's Final Four that we've been on the wrong side of starting off tonight. We took the over in the Baylor game. The Baylor coach is on right now. And she's talking about how their offense struggled tonight. And fell a little short with the total. It's like 8 or 9 points short. And I was surprised, too. We could have gotten there. Baylor missed too many shots. They missed layups. And, they were uncharacteristic. They missed a lot of shots. Yeah, it's the Final Four. Shit's going to change a bit. There's nerves and stuff. Same with this Notre Dame UConn game. Not as high scoring as I thought it would be. You know what the problem is, too, is these chicks, they don't foul. Fuck. Like, you don't get a lot of garbage points with this stuff. You know, they're good shooters for the most part. These chicks all nail threes and shit, but there's not a lot of contact in the paint and stuff like that, right? It's very, so you don't get the cheapies, the free throws. So we'll keep our eye on this. Pretty much, what else is going on here in the late night hours? We'll have some Australian football overnight. Like I said, it's the calm before the storm. We got the Final Four tomorrow. That's the big event of the weekend. WrestleMania is on Sunday. I know most of you probably won't bet on WrestleMania. I'll sprinkle on it if Bookmaker has it, but if Bookmaker doesn't have it, then there's not much I can do about it. I could play at MyBookie, but MyBookie has big rollovers and shit like that. Now, Bet365 doesn't do this shit. Bet365 will get into like reality game shows. I don't know why Bet365 doesn't do WrestleMania, actually. They probably just simply don't want to get beat. Only because I say that because, if you look at some of the stupid things, like Bet365 generally isn't a frilly book. Like they don't do the stupid things generally. But they do like fucking things, It's listed under specials usually. With Bet365, you go to specials. And that's their little weird bets. But, like specials, and they have different country, like specials North America. They have U.S. presidential election to win outright, and they have a bunch of props and shit. Like, you can bet on who's going to win the Democratic nomination. I remember Kamala Harris was like fucking 40-1. I knew this chick was going to fucking rise. She probably won't win, though. She could win, but I don't know. I really have no fucking idea who's going to win. I follow this shit, but politics are impossible to predict. It's not the politician. You're trying to judge what people are going to do. And people are pretty stupid, right? So who fucking knows, man, what they're going to who they fucking gravitate towards. I think they probably have the right favorite. If I had to fucking bet right now, I would fucking say Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is plus 275. Kamala Harris is plus 300. She's in this thing. She could win. Beto O'Rourke, I don't think he'll win. But I don't know. He seems to be pretty popular with people on the left. Joe Biden. Biden seems to be stepping in it on a daily basis. He's 6-1. Might be value at Biden, but I don't think so. I think he's too old and just sort of out of touch. You got that guy that no one can pronounce his last name, Buttigieg or something like that. He's actually climbing the ladder, fuck. He's the mayor of South Bend, Notre Dame. And you got this Andrew Yang guy that does get zero media attention. Interesting that Andrew Yang is 14-1 and Elizabeth Warren's 20, Cory Booker's 22, Gillibrand is fucking 33-1. Tulsi Gabbard 25. Tulsi Gabbard's got zero hope in fucking hell, but Tulsi Gabbard's the hottest one. We'll give her that. Tulsi Gabbard's kind of hot. Like she's not like smoking hot, but she's politician hot for sure. Like for politicians, she's a step above most politicians. She's the Hawaiian chick. But I'm surprised she's 25-1. She might as well be like 1,000,000-1. Like she's got zero chance in hell of winning. I'm just talking about the Democratic nomination. Amy Klobuchar 20-1. She could actually win. Fuck. That's not a bad bet at 20-1. Like she's a bigger contender than like Andrew Yang or Elizabeth Warren. She won't win, but she'll be in the mix. Most of these people won't even make it. Like they'll drop out and shit. They won't make enough money to fucking keep going. Julian Castro, he ain't going nowhere. Bernie Sanders probably the bet. He seems to be the most popular one. I think the people on the left want like extreme left shit. I don't think they want centrist shit. So Bernie's pretty out there. Bernie really is like a left-wing version of Trump. Like they both fucking yell about the same things. Like if you think about it, like Bernie, you know what I mean? Bernie bitches about free trade. He's been bitching about banks and free trade for years. I remember last time in the last election, Trump even liked Bernie, fuck, because they're both just angry old men. You know, Trump rails about immigrants and Bernie rails about banks. Fuck. It's about the only difference between the two of them. You can bet on the presidential election itself. Trump's the favorite. It's actually a big favorite. The odds makers are liking it because I remember Trump was like plus 225, plus 250 a couple of weeks ago. He's plus 125 right now. Joe Biden's 11-1. Bernie Sanders is 6-1. Kamala Harris 6-1. Beto O'Rourke 9-1. This Buttigieg dude 14-1. Keep your eye on the Buttigieg guy though. Like he might be the president in like 8 years type shit. He's too young now. Like he's fucking young. I think he's like 37 or something. Like he's barely, you got to be 35 to run for president. Like he's barely over the 35 zone. But he pretty much covers a lot of bases, you know. He's from the fucking Midwest, Indiana, that hoaxy shit. Like, you know, he's only the mayor of a small town. That's the problem, you know, for experience. But he's a fucking veteran and shit. He's been in Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff. So he's got the pictures and the fucking gun and shit. And he's gay, fuck, which is kind of strange that. So you're talking about a gay dude that fucking, you know, wins in fucking Indiana, who's a military vet and shit. Like he's raising a lot of money, this guy. Like I said, he's like the hottest candidate right now. He's like the trendiest guy. But he has no brand name recognition. You can't say his last name. He's kind of boring when he talks. This shit's show business, man. That's why Bernie will win. He yells. Like I'm telling you, that's, you know what I mean? Kamala Harris comes across like a fucking prosecutor. Like she's just blah, 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 blah. She looks like she just wants to fucking put you in jail. Joe Biden wants to grope you. Beto O'Rourke like doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like the Buttigieg guy is only 37, and he's only the mayor of South Bend. It won't be enough in the end. Really, actually, the more I talk about it here, fucking Bernie's almost a lock. Fuck. Like I said, it's all show business, right? And Bernie has the momentum from last time. Even though it's not as like new and shit, people do like him. Like people on the left. I think he got fucked over by Hillary, which he did. And they thought that he would have won last time, which he probably wouldn't have. But they think he would have. He wouldn't have, but they think he would have. So I think, my guess would be him. Like that's what I'm saying. No, Bet365. So they're taking Eurovision Song Contest fucking bets. You can bet on Dancing with the Stars Australia. You can bet on the Australian federal election. We should get mixed insight. Seriously, Australian federal election. The Labour Party, -600. Coalition, +400. Queensland, you can bet on all that fucking, what do they got going on in Denmark? X Factor. Italy. I don't even know what this shit is, man. Volando con la Stella. The Voice of Italy, 2019, you can bet on. United Kingdom, they probably have a lot of shit here. Yeah, let's see what you can do with Brexit. Will there be another UK-EU referendum by the end of 2019? Yes, +175. No, -250. No, there's not going to be another referendum. They're fucked. England is fucked right now, but there won't be another. They're fucking idiots. England, it's sort of like Quebec, fuck England. You know what I mean? They it sounded good and rah, fuck the EU and fuck blah, blah, blah. It's like they never really thought it out, though. You know what I mean? And they want it all, and now it's an unacceptable deal. It's like, well, whatever, guys. You guys join them. You think the EU is going to bend over for you now? Listen, EU is a train wreck, but it's just funny, like watching England now. They're fucking screwed. They can't get out. Fucking, they're blaming this fucking the May chick. She wasn't even fucking there when they did this. I'm not going to get into the British shit, but it's a fucking shit show. Fuck. The European Union's dissolving anyways. That shit will fall apart. Article 50 to be revoked. Yes, +240. No, -334. I've got no idea what Article 50 is. I've got no clue. Like you could give me $100 million like right now. Unfortunately, you could tell me I'm serious. I give you $100 million. What's Article 50? I don't know. I don't know. I'm imagining it's something to do with Brexit. I have no idea. What's up, gentlemen? Nick, Reckless, Brooks, Ryan. We'll move on from this. I'm just interested to seeing the betting options that we have around the world. Divorce petition. Fuck. I don't know what the fuck that. It is true, though. We focus too much in our own little world. There's money to be made in this shit, too, guys. Like, there are. Like I'm telling you right now. Like, listen. You got to wait till next year, but it's -250. There's not going to be another referendum. It's like Quebec, man. All right? This Brexit shit. These referendums are fucking like it. You're on the verge of civil war and shit. Like, it's a draining experience, man. And like even Quebecers don't like referendums, and they like referendums, and they don't like them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much. They just went through this. Like, there's nothing to referendum. They already voted, fuck, all right? The referendum already happened, and they voted to leave. And now, like I said, fucking, they're not happy with the deal that May's getting from the EU. Yet, what does the EU give a shit? Fuck. They're like, fuck you. So they're like, take it or leave it. They blame the May chick, and that bozo Boris Johnson's going to take over. He's a fucking idiot. Like I said, like, it's funny, like, England are very smart, too. Like, British people are very intelligent. It's a smart country. Yet, for such a smart country, they seem to be in a fucking state of chaos, fuck. Whatever, every country's in a state of fucking chaos, to be honest. Everything's frantic everywhere. All right, second half has started here. UConn and Notre Dame. It doesn't look like we're going to get the total. We're going to have to hope that fucking Notre Dame can win. Late night baseball, I'll tell you what, guys. If we just follow the trends, the Angels and the Rangers should go under. It's one of these deals where every day it's like, well, is it really just going to continue? And it's like, yes. Like, look at the Blue Jays. Every game goes a fucking under, man. Like, there's certain teams. It's just Arizona. Every Arizona game's gone over except for one. I hate betting overs in baseball, but I fucking knew this Red Sox D-back would go over. It's 15-5. The Red Sox got some fucking problems, man. But it's not the end of the world, whatever. Like, they haven't even played a home game yet. I don't know why they're starting with 11 straight road games. Like, what's going on at Fenway? Maybe Sean will know. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why are they playing 11 straight road games to start the season? Yeah, it's a train wreck. Like, and Tampa keep winning. It's one of these deals where, like, you think, oh, it doesn't matter, and like, it's one weekend, don't panic. It's like, yeah, it kind of does. Like, you know what I mean? If it's 2 weeks in and the Red Sox are 3-13, and the Tampa Bay Rays are 14-2, you got a problem. You know what I mean? It's not easy to gain 8 games and shit. Like I said, it is and it isn't. We were talking about that with the AFL with Mick earlier this morning. Like, there's 23 rounds in the AFL in Australia. So 23 weeks, like an NFL season, but it's 20 inch long. It's 23 weeks. And, you know, you're like, wow, it's 23 weeks. They're into week 3 now. Round 3's tonight. It started last night. And I was doing research on these games, and it's just like the NFL, fuck. It's fucking crazy. It's like, basically, there's only like fucking 6 teams in the history of the sport that started 0-2 that won the championship. Only one team went 0-3 and won the championship in the AFL before. Like, it's serious. Like, I was reading, like, the Sydney Swans, who are fucking good. They're 0-2, and, like, they're in full panic mode coming into this game tonight. Like, we're going to bet on them. We'll tell you about it after, but they're in full panic mode. Like, it's like, basically, if they go 0-3, people are getting fired type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's unacceptable. And, like, the stats, if you're 0-3, it's only one time in the history of the fucking league has anyone ever won the title. And your chances of making the playoffs are, like, fucking 6%. And, like, so it's funny, like, people are like, oh, it doesn't matter, but it does. Same in the NFL. You know, there'll always be a team in the NFL. There's usually one. All right, this is a track meet now. They're going back and forth, these chicks. There's the head coach, Muffy McGraw. Muffy. These college basketball coaches, man, these chicks, they're all like real pieces of work. But I don't know if you guys saw her, like the Baylor coach, the chick's wearing like a tight pink like pantsuit. She's pretty nice ass for an old lady, to be honest. Like she's like fucking insane. Like she's walking on the court yelling at the ref all the fucking time. This Notre Dame fucking chick coach is fucking intense as fuck, old Muff McGraw. Like, look at her. She's wearing like cougar fucking pants. So like it throws me off. Like basically these college women coaches, they dress up and shit. Like they all have like their own little look. Right. You know what? I was going to take UConn in this game. I was thinking about taking UConn in this game. I was like, man, UConn getting points. Hard to pass up. Holy fuck, that was a nice pass. But I was talking to Riggs earlier. Riggs is like lives in Connecticut, and Riggs is a well-rounded gambler. Like he's not like, oh, I don't know, but fuck the chips or whatever. Like, so I spoke to Riggs today, and not even about this, but about other shit. I brought it up. I said, yeah, UConn tonight, the women. He said, yeah. He goes, they're gonna lose. And, like he was, we were talking about the game and shit. It's about how like Notre Dame are like the new power, but it's UConn. UConn, these chicks have a chip on their shoulder. Notre Dame beat them. Notre Dame have beaten them like the last couple of years. It's not normal for for UConn. Like Notre Dame have come on. I can't pronounce the 3-ball. Holy fuck, that was a nice shot. Like she didn't even hesitate. Like, dude, they passed her the ball. She caught the ball and shot in one motion. It was like the ball came and she just fucking free ball. Like, it's fascinating, this shit, though. Like, I noticed the chicks, they miss a lot of layups. Like, in the paint, they have problems. Boom, another 3-ball, UConn. But the 3-ball shit, they're assassins. Like, holy fuck, guys. Like, even the Notre Dame coach is like, come on, man, you got to cover her, fuck. Like, Notre Dame slows it down a bit here. Boom, in the paint. Boom, foul. Like, this chick number 3 on Notre Dame is fucking good, man. This is why Notre Dame are the defending national champions. Fuck, I don't know if you guys are watching this or not. It's actually pretty good basketball. It's intense. Like Notre Dame and UConn don't like each other. Like these women teams, like it's a real Muff McGraw. Muffy McGraw. And you know what? The old Muff, I apologize. We have used the term. We used to call like women. I remember a buddy of mine. A buddy of mine called a bookie once. I was right. He called, and he asked. He goes, you got any muff ball on the card tonight? Buddy's like, what? He goes, do you have any muff ball on the card tonight? He's like, muff ball? And he's like, yeah, WNBA, muff ball. Fucking. This guy, he asked the bookie, do you have any muff ball is there any muff ball on the card tonight? Fucking buddy's like, what'd you say? He's like, WNBA, muff ball. Muffy McGraw, what a name. I got to be honest too, Brooks. She looks like someone named Muffy McGraw. I will just put it that way. There's a lot of cute college basketball chicks, girls. But the thing is, they're not playing tonight because they're good. It's like back to what we talked about last night. There's Muff McGraw. Yeah, you guys are missing out. You got to be checking this shit out. It's on ESPN. Final Four from Tampa. What's up, bro? Has Tampa ever hosted the men's Final Four? I don't believe so. I'll look it up, but no. Off the top of my head, no. The NCAA tournament's been at Tampa, but it's never been at the Tropicana Dome, and they don't have a dome. Let's see, Florida. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Brooks. Yes, sir. The Final Four in 1983. Wait. What the hell's this? No. That's all right. No, my bad. It was the NCAA tournament in 1983. Final Four, no. Let's see. State of Florida. They have by state here. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. Tropicana Field, 1999. Yeah. Tampa Bay. It's actually St. Petersburg. Like right now, they're not where the Rays are playing. Right? They're in an arena here. Yeah, 1999, Ro. It's crazy. Like the Final Fours used to be in like here's the arena I talk about. I used to go to. Hey, Brooks has probably been here. You say you've been in LA. I don't know if you've ever been to the arena here. Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena. Sites of Final Fours. The arena at the Meadowlands had the Final Four. It's pretty crazy because it's a fucking dump. Fuck. I love the history. I like these old stadiums. I've been here. This is a great one in Philadelphia. I've never been there. The Palestra is a famous place. Pretty cool, eh? Palestra here. That just looks like a basketball arena, like an old school fucking gym. Freedom Hall in Louisville. It's an ugly ass fucking arena. UConn back up, 48-47. It was crazy. So they had the Final Four at the Brendan Byrne Arena. It's at the Meadowlands. I pass it almost every few days, and this is as nice as it ever looked. Like they don't have that up there like that now. Continental Airlines Arena. Izod Center. Seton Hall game, Continental Arena. There's MSG. There's the Barclays Center. Oh, it's just all these New York stadiums. There's the new Yankee. I haven't been to the new Yankee Stadium. I was at the old one. I've never been here. Obviously, we're here often. Yeah, so we passed this. Like I said, it's like the worst fucking arena. Like, it's the worst looking arena maybe ever. I'm trying to find like a shot of like, you see it. We pass it all the time. Yeah, I guess Bruce Springsteen though. Fucking. Obviously, a lot of big concerts here, as you can see. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, from the outside, like, it's just. I don't even know what it's called now. Fuck, even though I pass it all the time. It's called the Izod Center. Fuck. It's crazy. I'm here all the time. I just like seeing it from the aerial shot here. It's MetLife. So look, there's the old Giant Stadium next to the fucking new one. This is like the new one being built. I gotta tell you, like, these pictures, like, make it look much, much better than it does than it does in reality. Like, this is more realistic, fuck. But they don't have anything like. There's nothing fancy on the side of it anymore. This this be a good game to be at. Sit wherever the hell you want. The Women's World Cup is entertaining. It's better than nothing. I didn't get that NBA parlay, motherfucker. No, Portland's up 11, so I can do it actually. No, I need to send it to Jazz now. I like this. The NCAA is getting pushed to let players make money. So, of course, how do they respond with a new rule that'll make it more difficult? I think NCAA passes a rule that'll attach strings for schools to take on a graduate transfer. Yeah, why not? Just add another rule, make it more difficult for more people. All right, 54-52 UConn. Going into the fourth quarter of play. They play in quarters here, 10-minute quarters. It's actually cool, 10-minute quarters. I think it's better than the I don't know why they do the 20-minute half shit. Just do the fucking quarters, but whatever. Yeah. We're in trouble with the total, though. Because the total is 157. The in-game number is 147 right now. We're going to need a burst. There's Notre Dame missing a 3. I can live with a split, but I'm going to need Notre Dame to win. It's pissing me off because I want to take UConn +3 in this game. And these chicks on UConn aren't fucking missing. I don't really care, to be honest, like who wins. But I don't even mind. If UConn scores a bunch of buckets, it'll force Notre Dame to fucking pick up the pace. I notice Notre Dame are more systematic. UConn play at a higher tempo. Bad shot, fuck. Bad shot selection. This is great. Now I'm stressing out a fucking women's game. Holy fuck, we're down by 5? How are we down by 5? They must have fucked up on the scoreboard. Fuck, nothing's going in now for Notre Dame suddenly. Yeah, I don't understand. It was just a 2-point game. I get it. They scored 4. It's 57-52. Bad shot. Again, Notre Dame. 3 ball. Finally goes in. 57. The fucking chick, the Nigerian chick that saved them last year, fuck. Just hit a 3. 57-55. In-game total 148.5 now. 3 ball UConn. She hits it. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit, girl. Back up to a 5-point lead. In-game total 150.5. Turnover. Bad pass. Notre Dame's falling apart. UConn's fucking on a little run here. Layup. UConn. 62-55. Timeout by Muff. Muffy. Come on, Muffy. Get this shit together. I should have known, man. You ain't beating this fucking Gene Alarema fucking guy 2 years in a row. Fuck me, man. 8-3 run for UConn right now. They're up by 7. Hey, what's up, Jazz? Yeah, put a parlay in here. Let's see what it pays now. We're going in game, so it'll be a little different. Ah, fuck, it's fucking higher than. Let's see. Oh, it's actually not bad because fucking Portland's drilling Denver right now. Yeah, Muff McGraw. Muff McGraw sort of looks like she looks like you'd think. She's dressed flashier tonight. If you see, most of the time she's pretty conservative. Yeah, like she's, you know, I mean, she's not like, you know, I mean, she's an average looking sort of, you know, woman next door type thing. But like she's wearing like cougar pants tonight, and she's got like this silk shirt on. But she's not dressed sexily. It's just, it's sort of like, holy fuck, man, it's over the top. Like, it is gold though, like it's Notre Dame, right? So, it's just funny. Like, it's like David Lee Roth. If you're a dude, fuck, man, Notre Dame just missed a layup, a nice little shot. It would have been a tough shot, but you can tell like nothing's going in for Notre Dame suddenly. Like they're missing threes, the ball's bouncing in and out. Everything's working for UConn. He's getting away from us. 9-point game. UConn's fired up. Crowd's fired up. Notre Dame's offense is all stagnant. No ball movement. You guys got to pick up the pace. Number 3's got to take a fucking free ball. All right, here's the, oh, holy fuck. There's that Ozawiki chick or whatever her name is, man. She just hit another 3. Like, she's like a one-girl show for Notre Dame. Down by 6, 64-58. $7 minutes. I need this game too. Fuck. We just fucking loaded up. I fucking bet on all this women's shit. I'm like, oh, I bet the women's tonight. I don't mind splitting it, but it's been a rough start. All right, here's this chick, same chick again. That's a foul, fuck. How's that not a foul? Big possession, 64-58. Notre Dame with the ball. Going to the free throw line now, 64-58. Notre Dame's getting back in this a bit. UConn were really balling here, but, you know, Notre Dame should have a counter punch. Notre Dame should have a counter punch here. Or at least we should fucking hope. All right, they cut the lead to 4. Hey, listen, briefly got to 9. Good job fucking slashing this shit back down to 4. Now let's see what they got. 64-60, 6 minutes left. UConn with the ball. This chick's going to shoot a 3. No, she gets it inside. They miss. All right. Big defense by Notre Dame, right? Here's the star chick. She gives it up to number 3. Blonde chick. Blonde chick to the tall chick. Back to the star. Back to this other chick. Takes it to the rack. Passes. Misses the layup. Come on, girl. You got to hit that. Fuck. Muffy McGraw calls timeout. Let's go, Muffy. Let's get this done. You bet on Princeton volleyball earlier? Women's or men's, bro? That's not bad. Where'd you bet that? What book had that? Woman. So you're betting on NCAA women's ball? It was the tournament or something? Yeah, I've bet on volleyball before. The only time I ever bet on volleyball though is like late at night, like Russian women's volleyball league and shit like that, China, whatever. Like women's volleyball is big in Europe. No, FanDuel's not taking. FanDuel's not taking. FanDuel's not taking women's volleyball, NCAA. FanDuel has a lot of shit, actually, though. Like, they have Aussie shit. They have the Australian rule stuff. Is Cam 44? Yeah. Yeah. Cam is 44. Why, you think he's lying? Yeah, I think people think Cam is older than he is, actually. What, how old did you think he was? $64.60. 66.60. Notre Dame's just not hitting enough shots. Like, they just don't have that back to back to back to back. 3 ball. She hits it, though. Fuck, this girl's good. Well, learn to start speaking Russian, girl, because that's where you're going to be living soon. Like the WNBA is big in America and shit, but the chicks make them, oh, she missed. Open for three. Boom! Tie game, 66-66. I told you before, fuck. It's the star chick, the black chick, and the blonde chick, number 3. That's why I said get them to number 3. Number 3 just popped it for 3. 66-66, 4 minutes left. Fucking UConn are good in the paint. Oh, turnover, steal. Here she comes. Oh. Oh. Okereke. This girl's on fire. She's on fire. 68, say what a comeback. Notre Dame are up by 2, a 13-2 run in the last 3.5 minutes. UConn takes it inside, buries it, tie game, 68-68. Man, this shit's tense. We knew it would be like this. Oh, nearly turnover. Right, here's this chick again. No, that's a bad shot. See, bad shot lately. Foul. This chick on Notre Dame's fucking good, but she takes bad shots. But whatever, like she's their star, so I just didn't like it. It was like a long 2. She sort of hesitated. I thought she was going to take a 3 or take it inside. Shit's fucking tense, fuck. Foul. Oh, nice passes. Wow, they're going back and forth. 70-69 Notre Dame. 20-second lead change in the game. They're just going back and forth. Oh. Foul. Both chicks just hit the deck. They're fucking playing hard. Holy shit. Fuck. Fucking chick. Like, how'd you, dude, like, she just hit that, like, fucking, like, bam. Foul. There's some crazy shit this game, guys. If you're not watching it, it's fucking tense, man. Like, 73, 72. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit. These chicks are so good under pressure. It's crazy, fuck.
Set on the clock. On the drive to the rim. Left it short. And a foul call against UConn.
I want overtime.
We'll go against Williams. Regain from the Wally to the line.
We talked to Notre Dame a couple days ago about how important defense was in this game, and they said we have the ability to get stops when we need them, and they sure did on that last possession. Yeah, that's a solid defensive possession that we've seen Notre Dame play all night. Now, let's be honest, it's been a pretty low bar. They haven't been great. No, they just haven't. Yeah, it's been great defensively tonight. But you're right, when they summoned it when they needed it. And now if you're Notre Dame, you have to guard the three-point line. With a three-point lead, just under a minute left.
As we've talked about, the two seniors, Samuelson and Wally, delivering in the second half. But this is another signature second half from Wally tonight.
She just has a feel for when she needs to up the ante a little bit for her team, knock down some three-point shots. And I don't know if there's a player that you're more confident in taking a late-game shot than Enrique Ogunbowale. And then the question becomes for Connecticut on the other end of the floor. Clearly, they don't need to go for three. They get the best shot that they want. Ifeisa Collier has been a player for them consistently throughout the course of the season, but they have Katie Lucinos, and he's been terrific here in the second half.
To the Wally family, of course, Enrique's brother Dare, who was a walk-on running back in Wisconsin, now on the practice squad for the Tampa Bay Bucks. He hosted the Wally family at his house here in Tampa. UConn down by 3 with the ball. Williams, over Collier, blocked by Turner.
You don't have to foul if you're
Wally weaving through the defense and finally gets fouled. That was the last foul to get.
We talk about a lot of things for Notre Dame, okay? This is the MVP of the game right here for the Irish. Because consistently, when they have been broken down defensively, Brianna Turner has saved the day. She saved everyone on her teams on the defensive end. And that might be the game-clinching play for Notre Dame.
That block, quarter pass, Ruth Riley for the most in Notre Dame history, and it might have been the biggest block in recent history for Notre Dame. And the ball in, what's free throws to put Notre Dame in front by 5. Samuelson, around and out, Turner on the rebound, and she's fouled with 24 seconds to go.
You got the Turner.
That's right.
Turner, name one more time, man.
Turner stepping up the game here in Tampa.
And that's in this from the free throw line, which has been her Achilles heel at times throughout the course of her career.
She was the only player on this Notre Dame roster that was on the floor 4 years ago in this group.
We need the over here, guys.
Beat Notre Dame.
Oh, push it. Go, hurry up.
Participate in the championship game
Fuck.
a year ago because of the injury. 23 seconds to go as Notre Dame has taken its largest lead at 6.
Guys, I think we can get this.
So
I think we can get this. I'm counting on UConn. They're not going to quit, man. They're UConn, fuck. They're the UConn women. This coach will coach from his grave, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? This guy ain't tapping. Like, he ain't going to tap. They're down by 6. They have the ball. They ain't going to tap, fuck. We need a basket here, though. Don't take the 3. If I'm them, fucking take it to the rack, bam. Take it to the rack, bam, foul, and then play the 3-ball game. But whatever. This guy's a Hall of Fame coach, guys. The guy won like fucking 200 games in a row or something. Like, he knows what he's doing. All right. 66 seconds, fuck. They were in a 7-point swing. All right, come on, UConn. You got to hurry up. You got to hurry up. Taking too long. 3-ball. Air ball. Oh, we're in trouble. No, it won't go in. Oh, no, we're going to lose because the ball didn't go in. Fuck. Fuck, the ball rolled around for like 5 seconds. If the ball would have went in fast, fuck. Hit a 3 for the push. Yeah. Foul. Fowler. Fowler. Wow. We're lucky that girl hit that 3. We got the push. Wow. We'll take it. Fuck. After all that frenetic finish and then the girl at Notre Dame, if that's a dude, he doesn't hit that. She calmly, boom, she just hit it. Bam. Fuck. Fuck. You could have fouled, though, with 2 seconds left again. Fuck. We would have hit this, I'm telling you. I knew UConn wouldn't quit, but there's Muff. Congratulations, Muffy. Good job, Muffy. They were down by 9 with 7 minutes left, and they ended up fucking winning. No, we'll take, listen, we get the win and we get a push, we'll take it. I'm taking Notre Dame in the championship game. You got Notre Dame and Baylor. Hard to bet against these girls, Notre Dame. Man, UConn got off the floor fast, man. Hey, look at Muff McGraw. She's dancing. Look at Muffy. I don't know who the I don't know what the chick's name is. I think it's Mary or Mari. That number 3 is fucking good though too. She'll be in the WNBA. It's gonna be a good game on Sunday. I can't believe we got a fucking push after all that. But we'll take it. We hit the Indians. We hit the under the Indian game. We hit Notre Dame. We get the push. Pretty much a push night, even sort of style of night. So you know what? I think at Bookmaker, it was 157.5. No, 157. What's up, Mingo? Good to see you, Mingo. I'll send you a message later. Let's try to hook up tomorrow somewhere. We're not too far from each other. We'll be able to figure it out. It's good news, bad news, actually, right now with the weather. I noticed when I just blazed one in with the window open that it's raining right now, but I noticed the temperature is dropping. Like there's a big difference. I can get a. That's how I check. I don't even check the computer or the TV. I check the weather by my window. I can tell right away. Like sometimes, like holy shit, fuck. Like earlier today, it was like I was like, holy fuck, it's like fucking wintertime out there. And right now it's raining, which is a good sign. It's warming up. Like you know that whatever, man. Everything Vince McMahon fucking touches works. You know by Sunday night it's gonna be all warm and fucking nice and shit. I think it's supposed to be 70 degrees Sunday night. So like it'll work out. It'll be, it's raining on Saturday and whatever. I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, but Sunday I bet you it's nice. Let's see. Meadowlands weather. Oh, this is great. I didn't realize this. They have the weather right from the sports complex. That's great. Meadowlands Sports Complex. East Rutherford. $64 degrees, mostly cloudy. It's not bad. 18 degrees, 64. 64 here, 18 for Canadians. But I'll be honest with you. It'll feel colder than that. And that'll be a lie. It's fucking windy there. Yeah, like it's windy at the Meadowlands. It'll be windy. It'll be windy. It'll be fine though. How much are beers at MetLife? I don't know. They're the same everywhere. MetLife's expensive. MetLife is expensive. Like MetLife is more expensive than the arenas is actually. I think it's like $16. I think it's like I think it's $16 actually. Yeah. I remember it was fucking expensive. I was getting double vodkas there. It was fucking expensive. Like it was like $32. I think it was $16 a drink. I think the beers, I don't know. Every time I've been in that stadium, I've been pretty fucking hammered. So I don't really remember prices that well, but like I said, I've gotten drunk there fucking, you know, I've gotten hammered there every time I've been there. Once I drank beer too. Once I couldn't find the vodka shit. So I was like, whatever, I'll drink the beer. But I wasn't drinking Budweiser or anything. They have like, MetLife is pretty good for drinks though. There's a lot of options. Like they've got like bar, they've got like your standard Budweiser or Miller, whatever it is. But what is it? I think it's, who's their sponsor? Fuck. I think it's Budweiser. But they have like in New York, they have it at all the events. They're big on the craft beer shit. So like there's like a craft shit with like a bunch of different types, and you know what I mean? I remember I got shit faced on the Bronx one or whatever it was. Fucking, I've drank that a few times at places. It's called Bronx Pilsner. I don't know what it's called. I think they're the people that make the Yankee beer. They're the Pinstripe Pilsner. No, I don't think they'll find it. No. They don't really pat you down. They do a metal detector. They do a metal detector. So they're not, you know, it's not like air, you know what I mean? They don't fucking search you type shit, but. Like you have to, it's one of the deals, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like the only person like Bruce wouldn't be unaware. The last time Bruce has been to a sporting event was like fucking 6 years ago. Or others that haven't been to a game in a couple of years. Like modern security is heavy fucking these things. It's like an airport. You have to empty all your pocket. Like you have to empty the metal. Like I go in with weed and shit, but like fucking you have to empty like the change and your keys and all that shit. You put it in a bowl. And they fucking, then you go through and they'll fucking scan you, and then you take your shit back when after you get on the other side. Now, I'm telling you now, I imagine like WrestleMania, the security is going to be pretty big though. Like it's like the Super Bowl or something, right? Like there's going to be a lot of security. Like I was there 2 days ago or yesterday, and I noticed like it's definitely different now. One thing though, I'll tell you, like you can tell something's going on there, but it's not overwhelming with like, and there's more like I said, like I never saw like, oh fuck, there's like 40 WWE trucks. Like there's a few of them. Like you wouldn't be able to tell WrestleMania is coming up, put it that way. Like I kept waiting to see like, holy fuck, like the spectacle of it, but I don't know, maybe they're doing it in the middle of the night. And I'll be honest, even as of yesterday, they really had nothing up. You could see inside the stadium, like briefly when you pass by on the bus there, like when you go to the track. Because when you take the bus is allowed like where no one else is. So you pass right in the back of the stadium. You can see inside. And there was nothing. There's a couple of trucks. There's a few WWE fucking roadie guys sitting around talking to each other. But what I did notice is there's fucking security everywhere. Like there were dogs and shit. Like they're not fucking around. You know what I mean? Like there's a shitload of, there's more state troopers in the parking lot. Like I could see like all their fucking, their truck, their fucking, all their vehicles. Like they're setting up. You know what I mean? Like, but they set up like there's never security around there. Like me and that driver chick once basically fucking drove in the stadium once. Fuck, I thought we were gonna get shot. But no, like I was surprised about that. Like we basically drove in, like right in, like basically to the stadium almost. No one even came out. Fuck, we turned around and left and shit. But like they've got to they check before. Like for Times Square on New Year's Eve, I noticed. It was like fucking December fucking 10th or something, guys. And I noticed, I was like, holy fuck, there's fucking cops like in every fucking corner. And they were there all the time. It was like 24/7 type shit. And I realized it was because of the New Year's Eve shit. Like they don't fuck around, right? Like they start weeks before because they're not stupid. Fuck. They, you know, somebody thinks, all right, whatever, fuck. You know, just imagine it's like, all right, there's WrestleMania. I'll just go on Tuesday, fucking plant this fucking bag here and fucking split. Fuck. No one's here, right? So like they get on it. You know what I mean? They, like I said, they got dogs that have already scanned it, and then boom, they make it clean. Bam, all right, we know it's clear. And then bam, let's put fucking troopers everywhere. Fuck it. And then suddenly, all right, we know there's nothing here. And now the only way something to happen is someone gets in here. But anyone who's been to the Meadowlands, there's a perimeter. That's why, like, for sports betting on the game days, no one goes. It's a nightmare. Like, I've thought about it. It's like, I wouldn't mind going to WrestleMania, but it's $280 now, so I'm obviously not going. But, and I got to go to Toronto next week or in 10 days. I'm not getting paid again. Like, I'm not rich now. I've suddenly got, I can't fuck around. But the thing is, it's fucking hard to get in there, man. Mingo knows. I think Mingo's a Giant fan. He's from Montreal. He's a Giant fan. So you've been to that stadium, but there's a perimeter and shit. Like you don't just get in there. Like there's gates, sort of like secure, like a toll booth. Imagine like there's fucking security gates when you drive in if you're parking a car there. So on all sides, there's security to get in if you're driving in. They don't let fucking anyone else in. You can't just take a taxi. Hey, guys, like, they won't let you in. Like, there's a drop-off area and shit. There's a train stop that's going to be fucking covered and shit. Like, and it's going to take hours. Like, people, like, don't realize. Like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, holy fuck. If I want to get any action in Sunday, I can't. Like I'm not going to go anywhere near that place. There's going to be fucking traffic jams, fucking security checks. It's going to be nuts. Like I said, like there's 84,000 people going. It's fucking WrestleMania. It's like the Super Bowl. It's New York. Like there's like, it's going to be over the top. Like for Mingo, I would advise you, bro. Like the event starts at 5 o'clock. I'm dead serious. Like you're in Jersey City, like you're going to Uber there. If you want to get in on time, I would leave at like fucking 3. 2:30. You're better off safety. I'm just saying, you come all this way, you want to be there for the opening match and the kickoff of it and shit. Like you might, you know, it doesn't matter. Like number one, Jersey City to the stadium on a normal day would be 20 minutes. 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Yeah, I'd leave now. That's what I know. I said 3, and then I'm like, that's no good 3. Like you'll get fucked. Like you won't be, New York, you can't control the element. I'm telling you, you'll pull up and it'll be like, holy shit, fuck. There's fucking like a mile fucking logjam to get in the fucking, there's only a few ways into the Meadowlands and they don't care. Like, I heard horror stories about the Super Bowl even. When the Super Bowl was there, people missed the first quarter. People missed the first quarter and took 4 hours to get out of there after. I went to a New York Giant game this year. It took me 3 hours to get there from Penn Station. 3 hours. We left at 5. I was like, all right, I'm going to be really safe. I'm going to leave at 5. The game was at 8:20. I got to the fucking sports book at 8:17 with like 3 minutes. I remember like running into the book, like to get the bet in on time. It took us 3 hours. It took Frank Stample another 4 hours to get back to Queens after. Like fucking, it's a shit show. Like I realized that. I'm like, man, if I want any bets in Sunday, I can't go to the Meadowlands. Like, it's like I can't go there. And if you want to go to the sports book, there is a way to do it, but it's hard. You basically have to go to the parking lot. So it's like you're going to the event, which is a bitch because you're going now suddenly with 1 million people to get in. There is an Uber drop off though. It's not the end of the world. There is an Uber drop off. You can walk over, but like, they don't let you in the book unless you go the way they want you to. So like they give you a bracelet and shit. It's chaos there. Like I'm telling you, like NFL Sundays, the FanDuel Sportsbook is empty because no one can get in. Nobody wants to deal with the crowd of 84,000 fucking drunk fans, and you got to sift through them and shit. I've done it before. Once I bit the bullet, I was like, I don't give a shit. Fuck, I'm going. And fucking, I went during the game, man. Even the security were like, fucking, you're ballsy. Fuck, like, and I was there right as Jet fans were coming out. The Jets got smoked and shit. They're all pissed off. They're all drunk in the parking lot after. I'm waiting for this fucking shuttle, a fucking FanDuel shuttle to fucking get me to the book. There's a FanDuel shuttle that'll pick you up in the parking lot, and it takes you to the sports book. I think I tried to smoke weed on it once. Buddy started laughing. He's like, hey, you can't do that. Like, you can walk in. You can walk in. So like basically if you can get to the book, they'll let you in. It's not like, oh, you can't come in. But like I said, there's no way to drive in. They block it off. Like they don't fuck around. Like they block the Meadowland parking lot off. Like they use it. It's like there's overspill from the people, from the tailgate and shit. So you're not allowed driving in. There's like an Uber drop off, and for the book, it's fucking far, the drop off. And like, you know, basically you got to take their shuttle. They'll pick you up at fucking lot D or E or whatever the fuck it is. Or fucking the other option is you can take the fucking, there's another bus, not the 160, the Patterson Plank fucking one. It's like the 703. Like, listen to me. I'm like a fucking Jersey fucking expert here. I'm like, when it comes to getting to the track, I know how to get there. It's like, well, if the 160 doesn't work, you take the 703 and you get off on Patterson Road in the back. But the thing is, once you're on Patterson Road, man, there's fences and bushes and swamps and shit. Like fucking, like people have done it, but it's an adventure. I remember one guy told me, he's like, man, I fucking stepped in a swamp, fucking go walking through this shit. Fucking like. Yeah, it's a real adventure. Like I said, it ain't easy getting in and out of there and shit. Or that's it. The other thing is, or you go to that place, Reds. There's a sports bar called Reds back there. It's on Patterson Road, fuck. Or it's on Larry Doby Way, whatever, in the back there. And I guess Reds have a fucking, there's also a shuttle that FanDuel picks people up. FanDuel's pretty smart, huh? They send a shuttle to the sports bar. It's like, hey, we'll pick you up for the sports bar, bring you over to the book. There's a sports bar near Giant Stadium in the back. Like, it's not that close, but it's in the shadows of it on this little Sopranos Jersey looking road. It's funny. There's a strip club. There's a fucking strip club that totally looks like a fucking Soprano strip club. I really want to go there, actually. And it's all nude. Like, supposedly it's ultra sleazy. And bring your own booze, though. They don't serve booze. You're allowed to bring your own booze. So there's been a couple of times I've been at the sports book and guys have fucking told me, let's go over to the fucking club there. But I was like, I know it's like trouble waiting. Yeah, AJ's. And there's like a steakhouse called like fucking Benelli's, or there's some Italian steakhouse that just sort of looks so mob too. Like, there's nothing on that street. It's like deserted and shit. And there's like this strip club, a steakhouse, and there's a sports bar sort of down the block. No, I like to bring your own booze strip clubs. As long as you know about it, right? It's a good, like, I don't have a problem with it. The thing is, though, there's not like there's a liquor store right next to that strip club. Right? Like, so how do you have booze? Fuck, you know, like, where are you going to get it? I actually know the drill because there's, you know, the guys at the book, I've heard them, like, I know a couple of dudes there. He even talked about it. He said, I heard him talking. He invited me. And he said, we're going to a fucking liquor store. He basically said, there's a liquor store on the other, like at the end of the fucking whatever. It's not that far. It's like 2 miles from Metal Edge or something, a mile, whatever. He goes, we're going to go to the liquor store and then we're going to go to that strip club. Fuck, if you want to come. And I was like, no. That sounds like trouble. Yeah, so the weather will warm up. That's good for you, Mingo. We're going to get Rockamaniac tomorrow night on the show here. I'll have a couple of drinks. I don't know. I might do it at different times. It might be late. I'm going to go to the sports book. I'm going to hook up with Mingo. Maybe Mingo can come over here. Or I'll meet him somewhere. I don't know. We'll see, but whatever. But Rockamaniac hosts wrestling shows, so he's on top of this shit. And not so much as WrestleMania, but we'll have some fun just going down memory lane talking wrestling. One thing we'll say about the main event is there actually is real heat in it, which, yeah, that's kind of makes it interesting. But I think people might leave. You know what I mean? Like sort of like the UFC. No one will ever admit it, but you know, remember when Mighty Mouse used to fight and be the main event? Like when the little guys fought the main event, people would leave. And the same shit, like with women. Like, it's better now that people don't leave now, but there's been times in the past where, like, when the women fight, people leave and shit. So, you know, especially it's a 7-hour show. It's a 7-hour show. You know, it's going to be fucking late. And think about it, too. Like, that's draining, man. I spoke to Greg Sussman, and Sussman's a big wrestling mark. He loves this shit. And I asked him if he was going, and he said, no, it's too expensive. But he said he was there in 2013, and it was at the Meadowlands, right? And he basically stated that it's too long, you know? And he brought up the same shit. He goes, it's just too long. Like, you've got to get there. Like, it takes hours to get in. So you're like, that's the thing. Think about it. Like, for you, like Mingo and Skooma, you guys going, it all depends what time you want to get there. But I guess it starts at 5 and the real shit's at 6. But the first match is at 5 o'clock. Or at least I know the TV coverage starts. Exactly, Jazz. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like going to the UFC and you get there at 6 for the first fight. Yeah, maybe you do that the first time you go to the UFC and then you realize, holy shit, I'm here till 1 in the morning. Fuck. Right? And now, like people like me and like Jazz, people are experiencing this shit. Now you go to a UFC, I show up at 10 o'clock. I show up at 9:30, 9:45, 10. You know what I mean? That main card at 10. I usually get there like 9. I usually get there like the last fight of the last shit and settle in for the main card, you know? I'll watch the fights in the bar in the arena or whatever, but I don't go in, fuck. I'm not going to get stuck in an arena for 7 hours. But this is even longer, right? Because it's like the Super Bowl or something. Like I said, it's not like you can just walk in like a Raptor game. Right? Like I said, like Mingo, you're going to have to leave. You're in Jersey City to be safe. I think 2:30, you're fine. 3 o'clock, you're all right. But if you leave at 3, you'll be in your seat by 5, you know? See, like, so it's like, you know, you got to get there. You're going to leave at 3 or whatever. Let's say 3:30, 3 o'clock, whatever. You know, you don't want to overreact. 3 o'clock, 3:30. I don't want to make it seem like it's impossible to get in. You're better off in Jersey City, bro. That's a good thing for you, Mingo. It's a big start, and Drew can attest to this. It's a big advantage, good start for you that you're starting on the Jersey side of things. Like, I guarantee you there's a lot of tourists, there are a lot of people want to come here, and they're like, oh, WrestleMania, I want to stay in New York and shit. Those are the motherfuckers that are going to regret it. Like, the people are going to be the best off for the people that are staying at some shithole hotel in East Rutherford. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to be fine. Jersey City, you'll be fine. Like, there'll be a little congestion getting into the stadium, but you'll get there, no problem. You don't have to leave too early. Fuck. Just check on your Uber. It'll tell you how long it'll take. You know what I mean? But like the people like that are leaving from Penn Station and shit, they're going to be mad. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, I'd bet any amount of money that, like, fast forward to Sunday, there's going to be like kids crying and shit. There's going to be kids crying. There's going to be wrestling fans that are going to be fucking panicked. They're not going to realize. They're going to think, oh, I'm cool. I'm leaving at 3 o'clock. Let's go. Let's take the train over there. Yeah. Good luck getting on the train, kid. It's like Bangladesh, fuck, rush hour. You have to fight to get on the train. Dude, you don't think like I can get on a train? Me, Corey, and Riggs fucking couldn't get on. Like, it's too many people. Like, we got on the second time. I wasn't going to be denied. And we could have, but I didn't want to be fucking pressed up against the glass, fuck. So I was like, fuck that. Like, it was jammed. Like, and it's survival of the fittest. It's New York. So it's basically dudes just fucking push their way to the front and you either get in or you don't. So anyone that's timid, you're fucked. You're going to miss the train. And they don't come every 10 minutes, fuck. Like, Jersey doesn't care. like, you're going to see with WrestleMania, like, hey, you guys got extra trains? Like, they'll be like, yeah, there's one extra one. Like, I get they have to do better for WrestleMania. Like, I swear to God, like, when the Giants played that night on a Thursday night, they had no extra train. So it was just regular commute. And a regular commute in New York is already insane. Like I saw it firsthand. These poor ladies and shit, they couldn't get on. Like regular commuters and workers, like businessmen and like ladies and shit, they got overrun by people like us and Giant fans and Eagle fans. They're all wasted. They're fucking just pushed their way on the train, right? And the thing is, it's not even direct. Like, so you take the train from Penn Station and you think, all right, we're on our way. It's like, no, you got to get off in Secaucus. You get off at the next fucking stop, fuck. And then you get off and you got to go through the process again of fighting to get on the next train that might come in 27 minutes or so. Like I was freaked. I didn't take a piss, man. There were cops everywhere and shit. I was panicking, fuck. Like I couldn't believe it. Like it took us like literally like an hour and a half to get to Secaucus. And then when we finally did, we get off and you figure, oh, there'll be a train coming soon. It's like, no. The next train was in every 27 minutes. Like, that's great. Like it literally took us 3 hours. Like we left, I remember leaving at 5:05 and I got there at 8:14. Fuck. Yeah, like Jersey Transit doesn't care. Dude, Michigan played Rutgers. It was the same shit. They didn't have extra anything. They didn't care. They don't care, Jersey. They're like, it doesn't matter to them. They have one little train stop and shit. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing, man? They're building like the big mall there right next door. And that'll be good because they're expanding the train station and shit. Or the service. They're not making it bigger, but like as it is now, they don't even use it. They only use it on game days, and it's only like twice an hour or something. Even on game days, it's not like it's a constant. Oh, there's another train coming. No, it's like there's literally like 2 trains going back and forth type shit. Like fucking, it's every half an hour type thing. Like you miss it, it's like no, you're stuck for another half hour. Like it's one of those deals. And then the one time too, I went to the Michigan game in Rutgers. I took the train. My train broke down. Like they kicked us off. Like we had to get off. I was literally one stop from Rutgers, except it's in the middle of nowhere. Like I was on the side of swamps and shit, like in the middle of nowhere in fucking New Brunswick, New Jersey. And I'm like, well, when's the next train coming? They're like, well, we can't, no train can come because we can't move this train. It's like, God, that's just great, guys. Like, it's like, you fuck sticks. Like, you know, Michigan's playing Rutgers, the big deal. Like, but no, you can't even get people to the fucking stadium, man. I got lucky, fucking some Michigan old guy fucking said, hey, you need a ride in Uber. I didn't have Uber on my phone in those days, fuck. I was standing there looking like an idiot, fucking on the street. Fucking, and he said, hey, hop in, fuck. Darsh went to the Super Bowl in the same stadium. He said it was the worst experience ever. Like getting out of there. And I think Darsh missed like half the first quarter. And I think it took him like 3-4 hours to get out of there after. Like, I'm telling you, you can't get out. It's the one thing I'm baffled by, like with New York. Like the whole, their stadium mentality is very weird. Like to me, listen, whatever, but they should have built the fucking stadium right there. Like literally the view right there behind me here. That's where fucking the Jets would have played. The Jets would have had their own stadium, like right there on the water. No, look, I'll be honest. I take the New Jersey Transit quite often. And it's pretty reliable, to be honest. But the buses are more reliable. The trains are a little fucking iffy. The trains are iffy. The trains are hit or miss. Fuck. Like, they'll show up on time, but it might break down. And every once in a while, it fucking falls off the track. It's deceptive. Like, you know, like I took the thing, like there's a big like billboard. It flashes like where, like on 34th Street of, you know, the New Jersey train to the Newark airport. It says, get there in 24 minutes. Which is fucking great for this city. The thing is, it's deceptive. It's 24 minutes. It's really 27, but it's about 25, whatever. But the thing is, yeah, they don't tell you that though. So I knew they missed my plane because of that. I was convinced because I know it was pretty good. So I was like, yeah, I took that before. It really is pretty fast. So I was like, all right, I'll be fine. But I got screwed because fucking they tell you, like, they really, like, they push that. Like, there's billboards and shit. 24 minutes to the airport. 24 minutes to the airport. So yeah, it's 24 minutes to technically the airport. But once you get there, you got to take a fucking SkyTrain, like the airport SkyTrain. So they don't tell you that. So you figure out 24 minutes, 25 minutes, I'm going to be in the airport. You're not. So 24 minutes later, you're standing there and then you're waiting for the SkyTrain to show up. And the airport is like the 5th stop. It's like the last stop. So it's like the next one's like, oh, parking for fucking cargo. Next one, hotel, fuck. Next one, fuck, staff. And then finally, last exit, fucking Terminal A. It's like, it takes another 15 minutes. So it's really like 40 minutes, fuck. Right? Like, I've learned a lot of little travel lessons here. Like, if I ever, when I do that again, that train, I'm not just trusting the little, 24 minutes. It's like, no, it takes an hour. Fuck. We asked Rockamaniac. We'll ask him again tomorrow, Reckless, but it seems like I think Rollins will win. It'll probably be a disqualification or something, though. Probably be a push, no bet, DQ, double D, whatever. Like, Lesnar doesn't like losing and fucking no one ever knows. People are always wrong, like in the wrestling world, about Brock Lesnar matches. Like, I remember last summer, and it was SummerSlam or whatever it was. People were 1,000 fucking million % convinced that Brock Lesnar was leaving for the UFC and that they were going to make him lose. And remember, he was in the UFC octagon, remember? Against Cormier and shit, he showed up. So people were like, he's going to the UFC. He's in the octagon, fucking selling fights against Cormier. Vince isn't going to fucking let him win. And everyone bet against it. The odds were big, and Brock won still. Right? Like, Vince likes to throw a curveball, right? He's not, like, he doesn't want it to be boring and predictable. So whatever you sort of think's going to happen, Vince could, like, pull the carpet out. That's the deal with Ronda Rousey. Like, for betting purposes, if you're betting that, the odds have really changed. So I don't know, somebody might know something. But, like, Becky Lynch was minus 500. Now she's minus 250. Ronda Rousey's like plus 300, plus 250 type shit. And Charlotte Flair is 10 to 1. I think Charlotte Flair is the bet at 10 to 1 just because of the odds. It's pretty decent, you know, 10 to 1. Even if you put $25, fuck, it's $250 if she wins. Because look, and on a serious note, this is why it's fun handicapping this stuff, is that word's out. Ronda Rousey's leaving. Not leaving the WWE, but she's burnt out. She's burnt out. She's been doing this shit for like a year and she's been doing it for a year, but she trained for like, 6 months before this, right after the UFC shit. She's an intense person in real life. Like, she's tired and she doesn't like it. I think she likes wrestling, but she doesn't like not winning. Like, even though it's fake, man, it becomes real to these people. You got to understand that. Like, even to them, it's real. Like, so the word is she doesn't like fucking putting Becky Lynch over. And putting over means that, listen, Becky Lynch is a bigger star than you, and you have a feud with her, and you're going to lose. She's going to beat you. And Ronda doesn't like it, because that's why Ronda fucking said on Twitter the other day, she said, fuck this script shit. She goes, I'd fucking kill this girl. I'm going to kill this girl one day. Like, Ronda basically wanted to let everyone know, yeah, I'm losing to her in the ring, but I could beat her up in real life, right? I don't think Ronda likes getting booed. That's the other thing. Supposedly she doesn't like being the bad guy. Even though she's the perfect bad guy. Like, she should embrace it. Fuck. Like, she's the perfect bitch. Like, she's good at it. Like, but she takes it too seriously. You know what I mean? Like, she thinks she's Ronda Rousey. Like, it's not the UFC Ronda. Like, that's why, like, King Kong Bundy said, he's like, talking about Bret Hart. When King Kong Bundy said, who gives a shit if you lose in your fucking home country on this day or that day? He said, it's not real, man. King Kong Bundy, he said, it's not real. He said, these guys, they think it's real. Fuck, they believe it. Like, they think that it's real. Like, they won't lose. You know what I mean? Like Bret Hart, I won't lose in Canada. I saw a wrestler talking about the other day. He goes, can you imagine me saying I won't lose in the United States? I won't lose in my home country? He goes, it's ridiculous. Like, he goes, you got to lose. I said it today. I said it's like being in a movie and your character gets shot. It's like, that's the movie, dude. Your character dies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're dead. It's over. You know? But it's not just Bret Hart. Like, I was hearing about Shawn Michaels, what an asshole he is. That Davey Bulldog, the British Bulldog, that this goes back years. So Shawn Michaels was the champion, and they went to England and shit. And the British Bulldog was like a big star, and everyone loved him and shit. And Vince fucking said, listen, we're throwing him a bone, fuck. He said, we're throwing Bulldog a bone. He's going to beat you. And he said, you're going to get the belt back like next week, though. Don't worry. You're going to get the belt back. But he goes, it's in England. And he goes, he deserves it. It'll be good. So we're going to let fucking Davey Boy's going to beat you in England. And Vince, they told him that. Fuck. Shawn Michaels refused to do it. He wouldn't do it. Like, think about that. It's like, bro, it's your fucking job. Fuck. Shut the fuck up. We're telling you to lose. It's not real. But he wouldn't do it. He was like, no, I don't want to lose internationally. And no. And he refused to do it. And Davey said, oh, never mind. Fuck it. It's not worth it. Like, these guys have been doing this forever. So I guarantee you this is what Ronda's going through now, too. She doesn't like it. Like, she's got to lose in front of 84,000 people Sunday night. They're going to make her look bad and shit. You know what I mean? Like, and she doesn't want to do it. You can tell. Like, she's just fucking pissed off that she's not going to be the one. Yeah. Ronda will be good, too. Like, she just needs a little time off, work on her skills a bit. That's the fascinating thing about wrestling is the story behind the story. You know what I mean? Like, that's the real drama, the shit that's going on behind the scenes. Just tonight, actually, before we started, I was listening to a Jim Ross interview. And he had an interesting take about the WWE. He doesn't work for them anymore. He was very honest, and he basically stated, he said that it sucks now because he said the men have let the women take over. He basically said, he goes, it's good that, they're pushing the women, but he goes, the women have like dominated now. And like, he goes, the men are predictable and boring. They got to step it up. No, that's the thing, Jazz. You can't be a wrestler and be thin-skinned. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like an ego. Like, you can't be thin-skinned to be a wrestler. Like I said, like Ronda, I believe Ronda. And like I said, the Middle Easy guys know her, and they said the same thing. They told me she's getting mad for real and shit. Like she doesn't like it. Like, she doesn't like people mocking her and like laughing and, oh, you lost, and this Becky chick's trolling you, and like that's why Ronda fucking tweeted out. She goes, fuck this fake bullshit. She goes, I'm going to start breaking bitches' arms. Right? Like, she just wanted to let everyone know, listen, I'll beat you up for real. But I don't think Charlotte Flair is scared of her in real life even. Like, there's tension between all of them. That's the only thing that's like, and I'm not interested enough to pay $250 for it, but I like the backstage drama that they're all, the Becky chick's trying to make a name for herself. She's been a no one her whole life, and like, she's worked it the hard way. Ronda Rousey got handed this, and Charlotte Flair is Ric Flair's daughter, right? So there's plus she wants to have a kid. So exactly, her ego is getting in the way. You have to be part of it. Like, part of the business is losing. That's wrestling. You go up, you go down. That's the way that shit works, And it builds your character. Like, she just wants to be the champ everywhere she goes. Like, you can tell that's her personality. Fuck, right? That's the thing. She wants to have a kid. And but that's no, dude. Exactly, Jazz. You think even though it's fake that Brock Lesnar is going to get a script and, oh, you're looking stupid tonight, Brock. He's like, fuck, hell I am. Like, fucking, exactly, Jazz. He's like, fuck, as if I'm looking stupid. He's like, no, I'm not. Like, fucking. In a sports term, the best way of putting it in a sports term, it's like an older quarterback that won't help the young quarterback. You know what I mean? In this business, like wrestling, you've got to be able to say, all right, it's this guy's time now. I'm going to roll over for him and let him win type shit, Not let him, because Vince tells you, but you eagerly do it. That's how you stay in the biz and become a legend. You put people over. That's like a big skill, putting people over. And people if you listen to us talk now and you're thinking, well, it's all fake, and what does it matter who the champion is? The thing is, you make more money, guys. Like, they're getting 50% of the t-shirt sales now and shit. You're going to sell more t-shirts if you're the champion. Because if you're the champion, you know what I mean? Like, it's the way it works. Little 8-year-old girl's going to like you if you're the champ or if you're not the champ, right? Seth Rollins is getting buried right now, Reckless. I like Seth Rollins. He's like one of the few new guys that I actually was like, yeah, this guy's pretty good. Like, he's got a good shtick, solid wrestler, good on the mic. He's complete. You know what I mean? Rollins' problem is he gets hurt too often. He's got bad luck. Like, he's not a pussy, but he's got bad luck. Like, I don't know. Remember, he fell on his neck and he broke his neck or whatever. Fucking dude's tough as fuck, man. He comes back from these crazy injuries, but he always gets hurt. Fuck. They like Rollins. He'll have his day again, but he's lost in the shuffle now. Like, they've been pushing the fuck out of the chicks. That's why it's boring. Like, they have nothing. Like, that's why I talked with me, Rockamaniac. Good hit today with Steve. Like, there's nothing intriguing about this. It's like, the celebrities, they have the two dudes from Saturday Night Live. Who cares? Fuck, I don't know, whatever. I saw their promo was shit. The Weekend Update guys, the Colin Jost, the annoying looking guy, and the black guy, Michael Che. They don't have any dudes right now. They don't have any dudes that are like really captivating. They don't have a guy. They don't have a male star that people go batshit crazy for right now. Charlotte Flair's good. Becky's all right. Not my thing. The best one is the fucking Japanese girl, but they don't want to push her because she's Japanese. The interesting one is Kofi Kingston. I guess Vince doesn't the fans are more powerful than they've ever been in the WWE. Like the fans dictate the script, not the other way around now. So, you know, the fans basically call the shots now. They pushed Becky to the top, and now they like Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, he's like the Black Daniel Bryan. You know what I mean? Kingston's been in the company for 11 years. I read his story there. He's been in the company for like 11 to 13 years. I guess he's a big company guy. He's done a lot of shit for them. He's fought in, like, he wrestles, he shows up every night. He's done, like, I guess the locker room basically, or like, hey, fucking give this guy fucking something here. Let him fucking win the championship for once, fuck. And Vince didn't want to do it. And I guess he got pushed backstage, and then the crowd fucking got behind Kofi. And you know, listen, Kofi's one of these, he's a journeyman. You know what I mean? He's not a star, but people like him. He's put the work in. And like I said, the fans dictate shit. So they've been pushing for him. And he's the big favorite. He's like minus 360. But what's interesting about it is the WWE's only had 3 black champions. Think about that. They've been around a long time. Like, they've only had 3 black champions. So people are talking about that. And basically, the Muslim guy got hurt. I read a fucking great interview with that guy. I don't even know the guy. I don't know. I've seen him on TV a few times. Seems like he's a pretty good wrestler. Mustafa, whatever his name is. I don't know. Mustafa Ali, or I think that might be his name. There's a very good interview with him on Deadspin, though. And it's pretty crazy. Basically, fucking the WWE wanted him to be a terrorist. Of course, right? Which I can't lie. Like, I actually like the old WWE typecast stereotype days. Like, it's wrong of me to admit, but that's the way Vince thinks, right? Like, he's like, wow, we got this Muslim kid. He's a great wrestler, but let's just, let's make him a terrorist. So fucking Vince actually literally wanted to make him like, they were going to make him like a suspect terrorist. Like, he was going to be like part of a cell. And he fucking said, absolutely not. Like, he said, I don't care. Like, I won't do it. And if you want to fire me, but I'm not playing that fucking role. It's an, you know what I mean? He was like, fucking fuck you. I'm not doing that. And, exactly. Well, that's the thing. It was a little different in those days though, Drew. Like, now it's just different. Like, it's funny that Vince still goes down that road, but you are right, Drew. You are right, Drew, and it is true, guys, that Vince doesn't, like, people think that Vince is like, does everything. He really doesn't. There's a creative team and shit. Like, I've been listening to a lot of these shoot hits and shit. Cornette was talking about that, about Vince. He said Vince doesn't even come up with a lot of this shit. Like, basically, he said Vince has a couple of guys in a room and everyone pitches shit to him. And then he fucking tells people to leave and he fucking twists it and contorts it the way he wants it. You know what I mean? But I guess, like, Vince doesn't say, I'm going to push Becky. Vince is the owner of the company, guys. He's doing a football league. Like, Vince isn't sitting there fucking, all right, this fucking blonde chick. Like, Vince is getting older. He's a CEO. He's getting, Triple H is doing this shit. You know what I mean? Triple H is the one that's like, all right, I'm going to push this chick. We're pushing, you know what I mean? Vince is just the CEO. And I guess they say, like, you know, Vince has final says, like WrestleManias and shit. But Vince ain't fucking calling him and telling him what to do every Monday Night Raw and shit. Like, people do their jobs, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Vince will say, listen, fuck, push Rousey for the next year. I just gave her fucking $6 million or whatever, but Exactly. Remember in the old days, guys, Vince used to sit at a desk like this, like backstage, like and watch every minute of it and like call the fighters over before, like, hey, fucking, you know, he'll be there Sunday and shit, but it won't be him that'll tell people what's going down even before. It's probably that Briscoe guy. Like Vince doesn't trust many people. So there's gonna like there's a creative team, right? People don't realize that. There's writers and it's like there's a staff and shit, man. But what they will do is right now the WWE is monitoring like all social media. And I'm not talking about Twitter. I'm talking about the real shit, like Reddit and fucking they're on top of it, right? So they're going to see, are there any leaks? Number one. Number two, what does everyone think we're going to do? And then Vince will sort of sleep on it tomorrow night. And then Sunday, he'll come up with something at the last second, you know? Like I said, like the Montreal screw job, Vince didn't tell anybody. Like he told the referee, and Earl Hebner was the one that had to do it. He told the referee 10 minutes before the match. And he said, don't tell anyone. He went in the room and he told him, fucking, we're ringing the bell and fucking get the fuck out of there. He told him we're going to have security for you and get the fuck out of here. You know, so, and Vince didn't tell anybody. Fuck. That is one of the funniest things ever, Sinbad. If you don't know the story, guys, years ago on Monday Night Raw, fucking Vince died, fuck. All right? Vince didn't die, but it was like whatever. The show ended with fucking Vince blown up in a limousine. The show used to be great. Monday Night Raw in those days was fun. Fuck. I love wrestling in those days. So yeah, Vince got blown up in a limousine. And so Vince gets in the limo and the show, boom, it blows up. It looked pretty real. Like they did a good job with it and shit. But basically, Vince got in and walked out the other side. Like you couldn't see the other side. So he got in, walked out the other side, fucking right away, and he blew it up. So fucking in the morning, you know, Donald Trump and Vince are good friends. So in the morning, Donald Trump called. He called the fucking WWE and spoke to Triple H. And asked if Vince was okay and if Vince is dead. And Triple H told him, no, Vince is fine. It's a TV show. He said it's like it was a stunt. And Trump said, oh, good. I was worried. I thought maybe, you know, something happened. So I heard he got blown up last night. Imagine being Triple H telling Trump, well, no, well, Donald, actually, you know, it's kind of a TV show. Like, you know, it's fake. They they used to have some good angles though, like you can never do now. There's an old Val Venus video with Jenna Jameson in it that's great. Fucking Red Sox lost 7 of their first 9 games. Wow. All right, so it's a sort of a break-even night tonight betting. What's our account at, Jazz? We're pretty much probably a little bit. We have a late night. It's 12:20 already. We got a late night. You know what? This might be starting soon. I know I can't tell the time because I can't log in, so I don't. They won't show me the times of the games. Oh fuck! It already started. Fuck! I liked it. Sydney and Great Western Sydney and Great Western Sydney. That was the fucking parlay. Fuck me, man. Fucking son of a bitch. All right, whatever. It is what it is. Fuck! Yeah, whatever. Just put it in now, Jazz. Let's go in game. Well, we're 1-0, Kyle. We hit that parlay last week. Yeah, they do, Jazz. I see it right here. It's minus 2,000. I see it right here in the in game. Live in play. Carlton and Sydney to win. Yeah. I'd rather just put that in. It makes the parlay. It makes the parlay instead of minus 200 on the next game. It makes it minus 174. That's fine. So it'll be minus 174 now. Fucking sucks. It could have been like fucking minus 140 before, 131, but. Oh, even better. Oh, yeah. Now it's 157. Oh, good. Yeah, just click it, fuck. And then after, now let's hit the West Coast Eagles. Yeah, 50 on the West Coast Eagles. I don't understand the number of this one. I could be way off on this, but I don't understand why the Magpies are this big of favorites. Thank you. I don't even know when those games are. I don't know what time that game's at. Is it like 4:30, 3:30, or like 5:30 in the morning? Yeah, Joan Jett. Joan Jett's going to be at WrestleMania. I'm seeing here right now this NXT shit, positive reviews. NXT TakeOver, New York results, recap grades, epic main event, delivers a storybook ending. See, this shit's like more popular than the WWE is. Johnny Gargano finally captures a championship. I don't know who it is. Yeah, people seem to like this this next shit a lot more better than the WWE. It's like the real shit. Thanks, Kyle. No, Dwayne Wade's better than Paul Pierce. Yeah, I know. I saw Drew on Twitter. People were talking about that. Fucking Dean Ambrose and Regal were at one of the local shows today or yesterday scouting. Not NXT, like a non-WWE show. People are like, oh, fuck, Regal's here. Regal was checking it out. Yeah, that's it, Frank Mir. Frank Mir wants to fucking wrestle against Brock Lesnar. It's fucking funny. Here it is right here. Crowd chants. Here's Twitter. Crowd chanting. Sign him, Regal, for Frank Mir. He's a little too raw. Holy fuck, shut the fuck up. That's why we couldn't hear. Sorry, guys. Stupid fucking sites. Yeah, so Frank Mir said there, if you didn't understand, he said, if you're wondering if I'm getting into wrestling so I can wrestle Brock Lesnar, the answer is yes. And he said, I couldn't make Brock Lesnar. He goes, unfortunately, I couldn't make Brock Lesnar the first death in an MMA octagon. But he goes, hopefully I can make him the first death in a wrestling ring. You know, the thing is, Frank Mir would actually be a very good wrestler. Like, Frank Mir is a very smart guy. He's very good on the mic. Like, Frank is a smart guy and shit. Like, if he put his mind to wrestling, he'd be good. Another thing is he's fucking big. And Vince loves big dudes. Like, Mir is a big guy. Like, if you see Mir in real life, you're like, holy fuck, he's bigger than you think he is even. Like, Mir's a big man. And he's got good mic skills. Like, you know, it would take him work, but if Mir's serious about getting into wrestling, he could be good at this shit. But he's more like, you know, an Impact guy or something. WWE is a fucking polished operation, right? Frank Mir's not broke, but yeah, he's not Brock Lesnar rich. Frank Mir's got a good life. Like, his wife's hot. His wife's cool. She's hot. He's made a lot of money, but the one thing I don't understand about Frank Mir is why he fucking got blackballed and shit. You know, he had a bad falling out with Dana, but even before that, like, Frank Mir was one of the best analysts out there. Like, Frank Mir was like one of the first fighters that was a current fighter that would do like analyst work on TV. They used to do the WCW, the WEC, and he was fucking good. Like, he was like Dominic Cruz good. Like, Frank Mir, like, really, really knows the fight game, man. Like, he's very smart. Like, he's not just a dumb heavyweight. Like, his father is a fighter and shit, a karate guy, right? It's like, Frank Mir understands everything fight. Like, he's very good. He's a good talker and shit. He was very good, but I don't know, he pissed Dana off fucking. No, Mir will be good on like the independent hardcore scene. You know what I mean? You know, like Phil Baroni and fucking Dan Severn and these guys. It seems like there's, you know, Josh Barnett. You know, there's a little demand on that smaller scale for. There's demand on a smaller scale for UFC stars and MMA guys and shit, but I'm telling you, like, Frank Mir, he's not that old. Like, Frank Mir puts his mind to something. Like, the guy is a multiple champion, right? Like, he's a good athlete, Frank. You know what it was, though? He got nailed for steroids, and then he sued everybody because he claims he got fucked, which, if you look at the facts, he actually kind of did. Like, he shouldn't have gotten suspended. What it was, the UFC didn't like paying him. Frank Mir made a lot of money in those days, but not Conor money, but in those standards, like, he made money. Like, he used to get like $500K a fight and shit. Beer's not crazy with Buddy either. Like, he's not a big partier or anything. Well, unfortunately, holy shit, the Magic's fucking scored 149 points tonight. Oh, so we're down to 2 college basketball games tomorrow. Let me double check the odds right now. But we were talking about rolling shit over. I'm going to screw it, fuck. The rollovers never work. I'm just going to play the fucking future. Because it's gone up. Let me see what they got here. Yes, sir. It's gone up. All right. So it's 190 at FanDuel. And what is it right now online? Basketball futures, NCAA basketball went outright. 180 at Bet365. So 190 is not bad, fuck. Why fuck around? You get like 215 or something if I roll it over, but whatever. I'd rather just have the fucking ticket in hand. So plus 190. Wager. Let's see. 200 gets you 580 back. $280 gets you 580 back. 300 gets you 870 back. 350. 352. 353. Yes, sir. 353. No, wait. 5, yeah. Yeah, $350 to win 1,000. So you put 350. You put 350. That's not bad. 350 on Spartans gets you $1,000 back. Man, my NBA parlay was gonna fucking hit too. So the I think both games go over tomorrow too. I think both games are gonna go over. I think both totals are too low. I really think the Michigan State game is going to go over. The totals are too low, guys. What are they, like 130, 131 and shit? I can see the Virginia game staying under. Just because Virginia could stifle you. But even the Virginia game, the total's too low. I've had a lot of success over the years. You guys know I bet a lot of totals, I'm telling you. They're the games in which very, very good defensive teams play against very, very bad defensive teams. The good defensive team scores more than they normally do. It changes, like Virginia won't have to slow it down. Like Virginia want to slow it down against Duke. Virginia want to slow it down against fucking North Carolina, right? They're not going to have to slow it down against Virginia, against Auburn, in the sense that they're going to be fucking passing the ball and shit. It's going to be like, oh, fuck, this guy's wide open. Bam, layup, bam, pick and roll, bam, screen, backdoor. You know what I mean? Like the San Antonio Spurs are good at that. Like when the Spurs like are very fundamental, but you notice when the Spurs play against like fundamental teams, when they play against bad defensive teams, they fucking kill them because everything's so open and easy for them. They don't just bomb three. So it's like when Virginia set up shop, they're going to go like, holy fuck, feed the big man. It's easy. Bam. And you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of easy baskets for Virginia in this game. Like easier than they're used to. Like Auburn don't play defense. Like they really don't. They give up 78 points a game. That's a lot of fucking points to give up. Like, so, you know, Virginia fucking scores 70 points a game, 71 points a game on average. I think they'll get like into like 75. I think Virginia is going to win like, you know, let's say 76-62. That gets to 138. 70, you know, 75, 74, 74, 63, 74, 61, 74, 59, 73, 73, 60. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll get there, you know? I think Virginia will get into the 70s and Auburn will get into the 60s, the lower 60s. And look, even if Virginia, let's say 69, 62 gets us there, right? And that could be realistic, but I think Virginia will score. Like, what's the total right now? It's 131. So I think we get there. And the next game is way too low. Michigan State score a lot of points. Like Michigan State score a lot, guys. Like Michigan State, that's why they're good. Michigan, like Michigan State have always been good. They've always had the same type of team. They've got like a bunch of big dudes. They always have a good experienced point guard, you know, but they've usually had like one kid that could hit a three on their team. Like Michigan State have never been like a boom, boom 3-point team. Like the one time they won a championship is when they had Mo Peterson and he hit threes. But if you watch Sparty play now, they all hit threes, this fucking team. So they're tough to deal with because they're a smart team, number one. Izzo's a great coach. They're well coached. They're smart. They don't turn the ball over. Like, they never turn the ball over, Michigan State. They just don't. Like, the other game, their first turnover was like fucking in the second half type shit. Like, they don't turn the ball over, and they're big. They rebound well. And on top of it, like before, that was where they stopped. But now they're all of that, but they can hit a three now, and not just one or two dudes. Like, they pop it out and they all hit threes. So they're a fucking tough team. It's too bad, like Michigan, that wasn't us that night. You know what I mean? We are a little soft, but it's just, you know, the ball wouldn't go in for Michigan. 1 for 19 from three. Like, Michigan could be in the Final Four right now. We could have beaten Gonzaga, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, didn't. You're not going to go to the Final Four every year. You know, they went to the title game last year. It is what it is. They got cold at the wrong time last week, man. It's the worst shooting performance in Michigan history. It's a good time to happen, in the fucking NCAA tournament. But hey, it is what it is. It'll piss them off going into next year. Actually, my parlay would be losing. The Lakers are actually beating the Clippers right now, but it's 114-109. I think Virginia is going to cover. Here's another you can do. Like, so you could parlay. You can do the plus 350, or you can just parlay the games tomorrow. Virginia and Michigan State plus 125. Listen, Auburn are good. It's been a hell of a run. Auburn are good, and it's been a hell of a run for them, but it's a bad matchup against Virginia, man. Auburn don't play defense. They rely on a three a lot. They're okay in the paint. Like, they're not just a 3-point shooting team. It doesn't do them justice. Like, they hustle. They work hard, this team. They're well coached too with Bruce Pearl. Like, it's a good Final Four. Like, they're all smart, good teams here. That's why they're left standing. They all have experienced point guards. But like I said, Virginia is just going to be too much for them. The only thing is fucking Virginia have a knack, as we know. They have a knack for fucking letting teams hang around. And one thing, if you notice with Virginia, there's no disputing this. They're slow starters, so they've had really good. They've had good second halves. They always sort of come back and pull away late. So Auburn might hang around early, but I think Virginia's going to win. I think Virginia's going to win. And then Texas Tech, Michigan State. I've been wrong about Texas Tech, though. I knew they'd beat Gonzaga, but like, at that point, I knew they were fucking, you know what I mean? I knew Gonzaga were vulnerable, but you know, Texas Tech had been better than I thought they were. We talked about the Mark Lawrence database stat. It's amazing. Teams that lost in their first conference tournament game. So conference tournament, and you lose your first game. It's only happened 9 times that a team lost the first game and went to the Final Four. They've lost all 9 times. Heartbreak for the Montreal Canadiens tonight, huh? They got to watch fucking Columbus fucking winning a shootout. The playoffs are set. Well, we're close to being set, I should say. I guess the Carolina Hurricanes are still in the mix, right? Yeah, and the Texas Tech-Michigan State game, the total's too low here as well. I get it. Texas Tech played great defense, but Michigan State scores a shitload of points. They can hit the three. They're going to score. There's going to be a million fouls in this game, too. Like, it's going to be like demolition derby in the paint. There'll be a ton of fouls, mark my words. Like, there'll be a million free throws in the Texas Tech-Michigan State game. Both teams are going to foul the fuck out of each other. Like, they can't help it. Like, Texas Tech grab you on every damn play. They're like the Seattle Seahawks used to be. And they just figure out the refs won't call it. And it's actually a good strategy. I'll give them credit. It works. Like, the refs don't call it. Like basically Tech, you could, like Texas Tech against Michigan, they just kept pushing it, right? And the refs never called it. So, like, you'd see every time it got to the point where the kids on Texas Tech were just grabbing the jersey. And instead of a hand on the back, they were holding the jersey. They were putting their feet out and sort of tripping people and shit. And I'm not calling it dirty even. It's just sort of old school hard basketball. And, you know, if the refs are going to let it go, they realize that. They're like, hey, listen, the refs aren't calling it, so keep doing it, right? Keep doing it. And I know I didn't even complain, if you remember, during the game about it, because Michigan's players were wimping out. They weren't fighting through it, and they were sort of just complaining about it. You know what I mean? You got to fucking fight it off, and then the refs will give you the, you know. Basketball is sort of a give and take with the referees. So I think, Michigan, the line just moved as we spoke. And not in my way. People are fading me. Michigan State just went to -2, money line -145. Wow. Parlay becomes better now, even. What, for Montreal, Jazz? Fuck. When I told you I was going to go, I was all drunk too. I forgot about it, but I'm in. We'll rock. I don't mind going to Montreal. We'll do I'll do a show there and stuff. I'm getting older. There's not going to be a million of these shows left. Live events and stuff. And I didn't realize that I haven't done something in Montreal in 3 years. So, yeah, we'll put Rockamaniac in the Hall of Fame. We'll go to the Formula One. Well, Formula One week in Montreal, weekend, whatever. Casino. Oh, that casino. That casino. To be honest, that casino will be a shit show that night. That Saturday night before the race. But like Brooks said, exactly. You imagine the chicks at the casino on a Saturday night, Brooks, F1 weekend? The entire city. That's why I'm going, really. That's why I'm going. You know, we'll throw it down. It's too bad the CFL season hasn't started yet. You know what would be good if the Impact you're playing. Yeah, there are a lot of underground casinos in Montreal, Bruce. And you got a better chance of winning there than you do the fucking than you do at the Casino de Montreal. Let me see the Montreal Impact schedule. Montreal Impact. The Montreal Impact are smart. You know what, guys, too? This too. They did this for years. I don't know if they're still doing it, but there's always a big boxing match F1 weekend in Montreal. Remember, for years they had like big ones outdoors at Jerry Park, like 15,000 people on fucking Showtime and shit. And they probably will. Let me check. Oh, another Montreal news too. The Toronto Blue Jays attendance is so bad. People in Toronto are gonna get mad about this probably, but the attendance is bad in Toronto, obviously. And Montreal wants to host regular season games. Like until they get baseball, like they want to keep the momentum going. So, and they'd get way more people in Montreal than they would in Toronto. So I think we'll see if the Jays are going to do it. Well, let me check here. If the Montreal Impact are smart, MLS was smart, they would have a game that weekend. Like Montreal is going to be like in a big center of the international sports scene that weekend. All right, so New York FC is in Montreal today. All right, June. What month is June? That's 6, right? Yeah, 6. Of course, they're on the road. It's always that bullshit. Of course, they're on the road. When is that? When's the date, Jazz? What's the date that Friday? What's the date that Friday? F1 Montreal. Grand Prix. June 7th, 8th, and 9th. Oh, it's a little later than I thought. All right. So Friday's the 7th, June 7th. Look at the website. Like, look how like right away it's like, oh fuck. Oh. There's the F1 girls. This is big league shit. Top parties. Over the Grand Prix weekend, the Auberge will play host once again at Montreal's most exclusive VIP events. Unique ambience, one-of-a-kind prestigious soiree with guests that include the city's most influential people, international celebrities, models, and F1 drivers. Yeah, I don't think we'll be getting into that. More info. Oh, yeah, here we go. La Folie au Grand Prix. Outstanding culinary experience, executive chef and Michelin-trained Ola Calisson. Thursday being Jumpstart, our red carpet event. Friday we partner with Parrot Nightclub, Mon Amour. Saturday we bring you the Bagatelle an incomparable day party that lasts well into the night. Sunday marks the official after Grand Prix party featuring a Montreal debut of DJ superstar Guy Liberté. Yeah, I don't think we'll be going to that. New City Gas. Yeah, how about the free events? Thank you. This is always the good shit right here. Crescent Street Grand Prix Festival. See, it's outdoors. There's a band. It's all bars here. Da, 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 da. These are all bars. That's what we're talking about. As you can see, if you're into cars, they got it all. That's cool too. If you're into the memorabilia and shit, man, they got all that shit. Like, and you always want to get suckered in. Like, dude, you want to, I like this better though. You know how expensive this shit is, man? Like a Ferrari fucking baseball hat and shit. Montreal, what about after hours clubs? Look, it says here that they close at 3 o'clock, but that's not really true. During F1 weekend, there's no closing time. Virtual tour of the racetrack. There's the casino. The beast. The beast. There it is. The monster. The Montreal Monster. It is a nice looking building. This is more what it looks like for real. Man, I've been looking at this for about 30 seconds only, and I got some serious bad memories. Like, dude, I'm just thinking, man, I've stood here like fucking in tears, basically. Fucking, like, I nearly jumped off the bridge right over here. Like, there's a walkway and there's a bridge here. Fuck, I told you. Like, you know how they know people jump because the car's in the parking lot. Like, you know how many people have made their last walk right here? It's like, you just walk over here and here and here, and then you're just gone. Like, it's a bad idea. Fuck. Like, you can't put a casino on a fucking bridge. Fuck. Like, they love their fucking fancy food in Montreal. Oh yeah, I got memories here. Fuck. You know what's crazy? It's easy to get in, and then look, there's this like weird circular thing you have to go around. It's impossible to get out. Montreal is a great looking city. So one thing, like even when you're in Montreal, you realize you're like, holy fuck, this is a fucking nice city. Like the architecture and shit's very nice there. Oh yeah, holy fuck, I know this chip well. Can't believe that's the same. Here it is. This casino is from. It was built in 1967, but it wasn't a casino then. It was the Pavilion. Here, look. This is what it originally was. I think it was the Pavilion for the Expo 67 for France or Belgium or something. This is before the island. This is one that was just like in the old days. It's actually incredible. Like it's a man-made island. It didn't exist before. Jean Drapeau, the mayor of Montreal, created it. Fuck, it's fucking crazy. Like this thing. I remember going into this thing when I was a kid. Same shit. This was like an expo exposition. It was like a science center and shit. But there was a big fire, and they just left it, and they fucking made it into this fucking biosphere fucking thing. It's a great island. Like it really is. There's the view from the city from the island. That's a good shot. Hey, look, there's the casino. This is what put Montreal on the map. This is like the first when Drapeau became mayor and like shit. This was his first. He was like, we're getting the World Expo. In those days, remember, it was like the big state fair, you know, the World Fair. It was the World Expo, it was the big thing, you know. They were on a roll. They got this. Then in '69, they got the Montreal Expos. And they were going to be called the Montreal Royals, like they used to be called. But the Kansas City Royals fucking trademarked it before Montreal did for baseball. I like that, eh? The old chicks here. That's awesome. Montreal's always had the hot shit. They always know how to sell shit. Montreal, even in '67. This was the U.S. Pavilion. All right, I didn't know that. It was the American Pavilion. Fuck. That's La Ronde and shit now. They have the same fucking entrance and shit. It's crazy what it's become now to what it like primitive here. La Ronde. They built like an amusement park. Fucking great little city, Montreal. They have the Monster in Montreal. The Monster. Yeah, look at this motherfucker. This shit scared the fuck out of me, guys. You want to get on that thing, baby? Look at that thing. It looks like the fucking triangle of death, fuck. Like imagine being a kid. It's like getting on this thing. Like I've been traumatized for life, man. I've been on this thing. Like I hate roller coasters. I've been on this thing. It's fucking terrifying. Fuck. Like look. Oh, perfect. Here we go. This is gonna be fucking scary as shit. Yeah, Six Flags fucking took the place over, but guys, this is gonna be scary shit. All right, let's do the ride here. Here's the monster in Montreal. Listen to the noise too. It's like, oh my god. Look how high you are. Fuck. You couldn't pay me to go on this thing. Look at this. Dear God. I'm going to be sick fucking watching this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look how high you are. Like in the city. You're above the city, fuck. Oh, I'm going to be sick, fuck. Oh. Here's the new one. Oh, God, the Loch Ness Monster. This is in Montreal now. Oh, this is Williamsburg. Holy fuck, that fucking ride. That fucking ride, man. Fucking Bruce says it's not scary. A guy that calls the cops and hasn't left calls his cops because there's a fucking guy in his yard. Says it's not scary. Settle down, Bruce. When you leave your house, you can talk to us about what's scary or not. Bruce, oh, that's not scary. I'd like to see you get on this, Bruce. You'd actually have to go to Montreal to do it, though. He's like, oh yeah, no problem. You'd be calling the cops. Oh, can you help me? I'm stuck on the monster. There's another one too. There's a wood one. This is the metal one. There's another fucking wood roller coaster in Montreal. They're like the Monster was like the old one. There's a few. Now it's Six Flags. I haven't been there in a few years. The scariest fucking one was fucking Belmont Park, Montreal. Fuck. This fucking roller coaster terrorized me. Fuck. Oh yeah, here it is. The Giant Dipper. Fuck. The fucking thing like went over the fucking street and shit, man. It was fucking scary. The Giant Dipper. Belmont Park was like the cheap Laurent. Laurent was like the new one. Belmont Park was like the amusement park that was there forever before. But once Laurent opened, they phased this out here. Yeah, your standard old school amusement park. This is San Diego. It wasn't that nice. This is San Diego. I'm like, where's the beach in Montreal? Here we go. That's some crazy shit. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of roller coasters. Oh, that's the one they used to have. Yeah, this Monster was the newer one. What was the other one? The Loop de Loop. Loop de Loop. That was what it was called. What is it? Now it's called the Goliath. Oh, that's a bad time already. Fuck. Look how fucking high you are over the city. Now, there used to be one in Montreal where it was like a double loop, though.
trims.
This one isn't as bad as the Monster. I've been on that Magic Mountain one in fucking Disneyland in California. That was a bad time too. Fuck. The worst is the fucking Pirate in Montreal. That's a fucking bad one too, where you get stuck, like it goes back and forth. Oh yeah, this thing. I hated this thing too. It gets going, fuck, where it gets fucking high, fuck. Cam Stewart went here and nearly fell out of this thing. Oh, I didn't have the video up, sorry. Yeah, Cam Stewart nearly fell out of this fucking thing before. This shit though ain't as bad as the Stratosphere. This is fucking insane, this one. They closed it, fuck.
Smile for the camera and enjoy your ride.
Yep, see, eyes roller coaster.
Keep your hands lowered and your arms and legs inside the cars at all times. Smile for the camera and enjoy your ride.
Oh boy.
Holy fuck.
As long as the tower does not fall over, we're cool.
There's no way in motherfucking hell I would do this. Oh, like why?
Oh, we made it.
I don't think these camera shots do it like the phones do it real justice. Oh, fuck me. Remember Niagara Falls, they had the pile driver, the WWE one? This was great, the WWE pile driver. The WWE used to have a store here and shit. They used to be big in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. Oh, and down you go. this fucking ride ever go down or what? The fuck is that? It never went down. It never went down. If you guys always hear, this is what Cam calls Vegas Light. Here's the Canadian side of Niagara Falls.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
That's pretty good, accurate display of it so far. There's a lot of kid shit. It's good for kids. Like, there's a lot of this shit. I've watched the UFC here before. That Boston Pizza. Ripley's, believe it or not. This is like the little touristy area here. That mini putt. There's a casino. There we go, at nighttime casinos and shit. Who knows? Maybe this will be my future home. Look at the traffic getting out of there. It's actually this is a good drive through. This is representative of it. Look, not a little bad place to live. You know what I mean? You got all the restaurants and shit. There's casinos. It's cheap to live here. Like comparable, you know what I mean? Like you can rent a house in this, and not right around. This is the touristy area, but in the neighborhood, it's pretty cheap. Like, you don't have to go far. Wrap it up. Got late here. Fuck. 40 areas too dreary for me, Kyle. I'm actually considering. I'm high on Niagara Fall area. I could go to Bills games. You can go to Buffalo if you want. You can shop in Canada or the US. You can pick and choose like what you know what I mean? Like, look, this is all right, so this is Windsor. But as you see, like they already have like sports books set up in the casino. Like the Casino Niagara has a sports book. But you got to bet 2 games. Here. Where is it? Fuck. No, that's not it. There's Real Sports Bar in Toronto. This place is cool, Real Sports Bar. Yeah, so that's a good thing about Niagara Falls too. And sports betting is going to be legal in Canada soon. It's coming. Like it's going to be a year. It's probably by football season. Like it's around the corner. Bettman and the NHL are pushing for it. Fucking Ford's pushing for it. The Ontario government pushing for it. Woodbine Racetracks pushing for it. Windsor Casino. Everyone's pushing for it hard. And there's not really political opposition to it from anyone, so there's no reason to stop it. The Senate stopped. Jacques Demers stopped it last time, but that was because Bettman wanted him to. So now Bettman, it's crazy how Bettman, the NHL has power in Canada, so fucking through the pro line and all that shit. So it's coming though. Like Woodbine's already like building it type shit. Like it's pretty much a done deal. The only question is how fast. I know Ford. I think Ontario is like, we're doing it type shit. So, get on it. But there's powerful people that are pushing for this legal, for the single game betting in Canada now. So they see what's going on here. It's time. They already have legal weed. So I don't have a problem with it. Niagara is cheap. I go to the sports book. I like wine. It's wine country. You get cheap, good wine out there. And I wouldn't be out of touch with like everything. I can't live in the sticks, you know what I mean? But Niagara is a good medium for me. I got to do a withdrawal. I'm not saying like next month type shit, but I got to sort of withdraw from these big cities and everything a bit. It's too expensive. Like I'm getting older, and one day like I won't be on. I'll be like, oh fuck, I have no money, and I'm fucking whatever. So at least like if I'm in one of these towns where it's reasonable to live, and I won't go crazy. I mean, I can move to St. John, New Brunswick and live for fucking dirt cheap, right? You can get a house there for $600 a month, fuck. But what am I going to do in St. John, New Brunswick or Halifax or whatever? Halifax is actually expensive. Halifax is pricey. I don't know how people have lived there, to be honest. Because they don't make a lot of money, but it's expensive. When we were there was this nice condo on the fucking ocean there. It was sort of like the nicer condo apartment, you know, in Halifax downtown. And I asked April, I'm like, how much is that place? Fuck. And she's like, oh, it's like fucking 1,600 or 2,000, up to 2,000. I'm like, holy fuck. Like, the rent was expensive there, like for what people make. Like, there's not a lot of money there. But Halifax is a beautiful town, but it's boring as fuck, right? There's nothing to do. They have a casino and shit, but, you know, you want to go see a junior hockey team every fucking night? Like that's what I don't mind about Niagara Falls. Like, I don't go out much, but at least I know I could. You know what I mean? I'll probably go to BC though, but BC's expensive, but I like BC. But I'm just saying I like Niagara. Like I'm high on it for the future. You know, sports books. So I could be in the gambling scene, still doing shows and shit. It's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm casino, sports book, close to sports. I have the best of both worlds. I can go see the Raptors in Toronto. Boom, I can hop on the train, fucking be in fucking Toronto in fucking 70 minutes, 75 minutes, whatever it is. I want to go to a Buffalo Bill game or go fucking downtown Buffalo or whatever. Bam, fuck. That's fucking 40 minutes. You know, like you're sort of in the middle of everything, right? And you got the casinos, you've got the little tourist shit, but if you want, you know what I mean? Like, you got the regular cheap Canadiana, fucking Tim Hortons and Swiss Chalets and all that shit. Yeah, it looks like you're right, Drew. It looks like FanDuel almost just took the Real Sports model. Yeah, can you imagine, Kyle, with legalized sports betting? Fucking Real Sports, fuck it, it'd be crazy. It's already crazy there. Fuck. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I don't know what time we'll do the show tomorrow. We'll figure it out, but I might go out. I might be, you know, in later around, but we'll give you something tomorrow. I just don't know what time. Did our Sydney Swan fucking pick win? So for the record, I'm on the West Coast Eagles tonight, plus 19.5. I don't understand the point spread. Let's see. AFL.au. Swans edge Braves. Ooh. All right, the Blues came back, made a game of it, but we hit it. Sydney wins on the money line. Sydney wins on the money line, so now we just need we need Great Western Sydney, who are actually all right. They're winning 9-4. Good start. Let's get it. And then after that, we've got the West Coast Eagles at 4:30 in the morning. Plus 19.5 points. Listen, that's my team, West Coast. I know them. I'm pretty good at picking games with them. And they might not win, but I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the point spread here. Maybe and that's what worries me. And it was 17.5, and it went up to 19.5. Basically, West Coast, they have the same team. Like, you know, they don't have a ton of injuries or anything. It's the old hangover, right? They won. They were sloppy in the first week, and they lost. Last week, they won at home. They were good. They hung the banner up and all that shit last week, and they won. They lost on the road in week 1. They won at home. Now they're going on the road again. And they're 19.5-point underdogs against the Magpies. But West Coast, historically, they're not a very good road team. That's one thing. It's true. Like, they're very good at home, but they're sort of shaky on the road sometimes. I guess it's a big trip for them and shit, but long trip. But 19.5 seems a little fucking high, man. So let's hope the fucking Eagles can hang around. We don't need to win. We can just fucking lose by 19 points or less. It's too many points. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow. Michigan State wins. Virginia wins. They both go over the number, but we'll post the picks in the morning. Other than that, you're on your own later.